Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Let's talk about Sword Art Online Into Factor. Now, as I read the title, is the game gonna shut down soon? Is the game already dead? When will the end of service going to happen? Now, the current state of Sword Art Online Into Factor, it is pretty much dry. The only thing you're doing right now in the game is grinding. Just grinding every hour. Like, this game takes a lot of time to grind. Getting your weapon, getting your armor, getting a new shield, level up your weapon prophecy skill, and level up your weapons, and level up your weapon XP. Like, there's a lot of stuff, and you just keep grinding. That is the game. And the game survived by people spending money. Boost, gacha banner that has low raid and really bad flawless, no PD system, so basically you can keep getting the same 4-star every single time even though you really want the other 4-star. There's no protection and you're all playing always by RNG. RNG in this game is too much. Drop rate for the materials is really low and you have to keep farming. So this game is grinding. Perfect for people that likes to grind a lot, spend a lot of hours to grind. For casual players, that is not good. For mostly casual players, they just want to do the polls, do some small events, read the story, write, try to keep up with the story. But the content is dry, like it's so boring. Story, it had been worse. The quality of the story has been worse. Like, I stopped reading after Floor 20 when Floor 20 was released. That was many years ago. The quality, I don't know what happened after Floor 25, the boring just went downhill. Like, it's so boring. That's why I skipped the story. Like, it's so boring and you keep playing, right? Events, sure, they add new stuff event, but new events is like what, 2 hours of gameplay and that's it. After that, you have to wait next month, pretty dry, right? And then they do reruns of the events. Now, reruns is fine. That lets people to farm for the things that are missed, right? But for those that have already cleared all the events, yet have already got all the rewards, cleared the shop, that's not good. The only thing all player yet is 200 Arcana Gems, that's all. Those 200 are from the rereading the story, which pretty much we skip. We skip everything, 2 minutes, we don't. That's all. Rerun events is really bad. Bandai needs to fix this. I'm kind of surprised how the game still survives like 6 years. That's good. This game has been survived 6 years. Better than Memory Defrag. It survived for like 4 years, I believe. I mean, I don't know why it's shut down. Maybe for the revenue, I'm not sure. But the game was fine, I would say. I had fun playing Memory Defrag. When I tried it out, it was fun, but that only survived for 4 years. Then we have Unleashing Blade, or I think it's called before Rising Steel. That one, I tried it once. It's kind of boring. Understandable why they had to shut down. Really sad for those that were playing, invested a lot of time with it, and then they had to shut down after 2 years. I believe it survived for 2 years. Variant Showdown, that one did not shut down, but they had to rework it. They had to rush, and now they are reworking it. It was apparently going to release this year, this summer, but they had to delay it, so not gonna be released in winter again. Hopefully it's gonna be better, we'll see. I will of course play Variant Showdown because I did it before, but I think I had to make a new account. I don't really remember my old account. But now, Sword Art Into Factor. It has survived so long, and it might soon end, right? But when will it end? We don't really know. I did watch GamerTurk. He made a video about it. He talked briefly about it, and you can see pretty much the revenue from 2018 to 2024. Here on the top is 2018-2019, pretty good, but 2019 it went pretty bad and back again. But then 2020 to 2024, they kind of close. But still 2020 and 2021 was pretty good. It had a good revenue. But then 2022, 2023 and 2024 is going down. it went down. And here, the green one here, this is the current year, 2024. You can see it's pretty bit low with 50 million yen. It doesn't look good, but kind of similar to how it was last year. Now, if you go here, he compared to other games, Memory Defrag, Unleashing Blade, Baron Showdown. How was the revenue for these games? Well, you can see Memory Defrag here, it went pretty well, then down here, and then it got shut down, right? Unleashing Blade got released here, it went good, but downhill far away here, shut down. Variant Showdown here, but it flopped so hard because it was so bad on the release, a lot of bugs, it was unplayable, and I don't think people was able to play for 3 days because of this bug, and they did not fix that quickly. And yeah, they had to take it back, make it sure to work, and yeah. And now for Integral Factor is currently, if we look now, we compare it to Integral Factor, it kind of followed the same pattern. We are reaching below 50 million, right? There, then we go up there, but we are pretty close. So it might be a sign the game gonna shut down, but they've been releasing a content, right? They're trying to improve the game, right? But the progress improving the game is getting slow. They release a new boss for GOG, sure, that is on one time, 1 month. Or not even 1 month, 1 week, that's all. Then after that, we keep repeating the cycle, doing the same boss again in GOG. The reward for GOG is basically the same. They have of course increased, but I don't think it's worth it, definitely not worth it. Arcane Gems is already hard to get, unless you're very competitive or you're a whale. For free to play or casual, Arcane Gem is already hard to get. You have to save a lot to do at least 1 rotation. 1 month to save to 1 rotation and then you shaft, because the gacha system in the Integral Factor is so bad, it's so shit. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Sure, people, I mean, I'm pretty sure people complaining back in 2018, 2019, because it doesn't matter how much money you put in, you will never get the skills. For those that were playing back in 2018, if you have seen the old Sword Art Online Factor YouTuber like KuroGame, let's see, KuroGame, Gofian, Gab, and many more, they did summoning and that went pretty bad. KuroGaming spent $1,000, right? And was trying to get Flower Garden. He never got it. So it doesn't matter how much money you spend, you will never get it. And the gacha system had never changed. They had never done anything. There's no protection of how much money. They don't care how much money you spend. Yeah, the gacha system is so bad. Events really bad, boring. Grinding, keep grinding the same, etc, etc. You just keep releasing new skill with this bad system. And the skills, how long will they survive? We don't know, it depends on the content. Some skills, sure, they shine. All the skills, most of the skills are pretty much outdated, getting outperformed by new skills. So basically have been getting power creeped. And that means you have to get the new skills by spending your Arcane Gem, which is already hard to get. And then you get shafted by some stupid RNG, right? So the current state of Integral Factor, it doesn't look good. And they have to fix it, right? Unless they want to shut it down. Maybe that's why they're just keeping the reruns, making sure players keep playing and release new banners, make sure they spend money to pull on their gacha so they can earn more money to spend on Baron Showdown. I don't know, maybe that is why they need a lot of money and keep doing reruns, doesn't put any good content. I don't know what they are thinking right now, but what we see right now, it might be shut down very soon. And what are my thoughts on it? Well, finally I can leave Sword Online, right? I mean, my channel has been built around this game. And I'm very thankful for you, everyone, to support me for 6 years, covering this game, but the current state, you have to complain, right? I mean, the current state, it is boring. You keep doing the same. The only thing that makes me play the game is for competitive. If you don't know me, I'm a competitive player. I love to compete with other players, etc. Trying to find a good build to speedrun on the kills showdown, the hardest content, try to beat fast, try to beat other players. But it is really hard, especially if you don't spend money. I don't spend the money in this game anymore because I know how bad it is, and I try to not spend so much. Before, I used to spend a lot and I actually regret it. Yeah, and now if the game shut down, I will free my channel. Might be yet hit hard, but doesn't matter. I do this for a hobby. I love making content and release it, share my moments, you know, when I do my gacha summoning, etc. Right? It has been a long journey for Integral Factor, though I do think they can actually improve the game if they actually listen. If they make survey, keep making survey, try to reach other player other than just Japanese player. It does so far looks like they only listen to the Japanese players. I don't know why they try to reach out for the Western side. I mean, we do also play, even though Japanese makes the most or gives the most revenue to them, they should also listen to global. I mean, we also have a voice. We also want the game to survive a little bit longer. I know there are some players that really want this game to keep up, because this game is the closest one that is related to Sword Art Online. Memory Defrag to the game has nothing to do with MMO. Unleashing Blade, same, has nothing to do with MMO. Variant Showdown, not even close. Integral Factor is the closest one to be that is related to Sword Art Online. The core of the name, being online, playing with multiple players, and being a small open world, which most of the players really love Sword Art Online. That is why they keep playing, because it's the closest one, and that is something they really want to have, a game that is like Sword Art Online, right? There are no games that are similar to Sword Art Online right now, and I know maybe in the future they're gonna release of that. I don't know why Bandai doesn't do that. I mean, they have so many resources. They have released a lot of Sword Art Online franchise, but none of them isn't similar to what the anime showed, how the light model is. The closest one is Integral Factor, and probably that's why the game still survived for 6 years, which is their most successful mobile game. So hopefully they do try to reach us, the Western side, try to listen what we want, and hopefully the game will still survive. I would say give it at least a year for this game to survive, and if they don't improve the game or doesn't do anything with the content, improve the story, then the game is dead pretty much. So what can they do? Well, in my opinion, this game, what I can see, the game is only towards hardcore gamers. That's all, the hardcore players. Is sure, it is free-to-play friendly, but the gacha system is making sure it is not friendly for those that are summoning. You can be either lucky or unlucky. One of them, gacha system, has some flawless, which make it people really angry, doesn't get the skill they really want. Most of the skills is outdated. Sure, you can use them, but it takes longer. And the old skill is pretty much power created by new skills. And getting new skills, you have to spend your Arcana gems. And you have to be lucky to get those powerful skills, of course. And most of the time, you're probably not gonna hit, because how bad the RNG is and how bad the gacha system is. Story, I will not comment so much on the story because I dropped it. I dropped the story because it was boring. So I will let you guys say what you think about the story. What should they improve the story? Is the character development? Is it they should introduced the main character instead of Kirito. Kirito have been getting more screen time than freaking ourselves. Where the start of the game was floor 1, we were introduced as a player. We were part of the story, but after that, after like what, floor 20, we were not part of the story. Sure, we have some moment like I believe floor 61 people talked about, where we married Hikaru. I don't know why. Biggest mistake. Yeah, they should improve the story. It's probably pretty much too late now. Grinding, maybe improve something like that. Maybe increase the drop rate. I mean, maybe increase the drop rate. I don't know. Use something new. I mean, you've been grinding the same thing, right? You're grinding for one weapon series, and then that weapon series will get power creep by a new weapon series. 3-star is better than the previous weapon series 5-star, right? For example, 5-star incredible factor is weaker to a 3-star Nox weapon series. So basically, it was never worth to upgrade the weapon unless you really love the aesthetic. So right now, current game, you just get your weapon series 3-star and then stop grinding and wait for the next weapon series. It takes months, right? Before, we usually get new floor each month, so it means new story. But now we where they have really slow progress on the floor release and keep adding fillers that is really boring. I'm sure there's a lot of talk about more, but I just want to talk about my thoughts of the current game right now after watching GamerTurk's video. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to say. What do you think about the game? Do you think the game will shut down? What do you think the game should improve? Anything you want to comment, let me know in comment. Let's talk. And that's me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now, and bye bye.